Hello everyone and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So we're back for another trucking session. It's been quite a while since I last did American Truck Simulator. We'll be looking about sort of July was the last time I ever did some. It's been quite a while. We're nearly in November. So that's been a hell of a long time since I've done an American Truck Simulator video. And I am going to be bringing it more and more to the channel as we go along. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the fantastic Kenworth that we've got, this wicked white truck, and we're going to be taking it further exploring this wonderful game and carrying on with a career and progressing further and further. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to turn down this really annoying music that I don't mind. I think it's alright, but it also is quite loud. So we're going to turn it down a little bit and here we are. We're going to be having a look at the job market, what is available where we are. So our truck's back at San Francisco. As with the updates, you get your truck reparked to your safe place. So it's been quite a while since I played this game. I don't play it unless I'm recording, so we'll go for this anyway. Let's go for a freight job. So where have we not been before? Tonopah, somewhere like that we haven't been before. Let's have a look what's available though. Let's see. Got Sacramento. Santa Cruz, which isn't far. Winnemucca sounds like a cool place to go. San Diego's quite a way. Winnemucca, that sounds interesting. That's going to be one hell of a one hell of a title to this video, definitely. Anyway, so here we go. Got to pick up our load here in San Francisco, where I'm based, on this beautiful truck. I am running out of fuel, so this is going to be this is going to be an interesting video to get started. If I can even get out of my own yard. Right, here we go. So we've got to turn right here. Beautiful day here in San Francisco. Someone's got the roof down on their Ford Mustang. Good on them. I've actually found out that since a very recent weird thing that Ford have done that I've kind of not really understood really, and that is that they've turned the Ford Mustang into an SUV. I don't know who's aware of that really, but yeah, the Ford Mustang is now an SUV. So I saw one on the roads the other day and I was rather confused because I could understand Ford making the SUV and going into the SUV market, but a Ford Mustang SUV, that doesn't sound right to me. It's a classic. You don't mess with a classic. So yeah, not too happy on that site really. Especially that, you know, I've seen a convertible Range Rover Evoque, and that is the most horrific thing I've ever seen. So anyway, we're here. We're taking some used packaging, £34,000 worth of used packaging from San Francisco to Winnemucca in Nevada, which is going to be interesting. And we're going to eventually explore more and more of this map as we get more and more DLCs that are available. I think everything that's available is currently shown here. We've got Wyoming is a new addition, as well as Washington. You can go all the way up to where Seattle is in Washington. New Mexico is somewhere I also want to explore too, so all of that's coming in the future. Do keep an eye out for that. But for now, we're taking this used packaging, £34,000, over to Winnemucca. That's not an American name, that is maybe an indigenous name, Winnemucca. Sounds maybe Red Indian or something like that. I like finding out the history of these places, definitely. America's rich on history. Very rich indeed. So let us, yeah, there we go. You know, I don't know what that F9 button does. What is that? F9. The chat is currently not available. God knows what that is. Maybe, I know they've got this new convoy mode where you can, you know, multiplayer and stuff like that is all coming. Maybe that's a part of that. Maybe you can send messages in the chat when that function is turned on. Anyway. This is quite a long trailer, so I've got to turn in left anyway. Got to make sure that I don't clip the back of it. That's going to be difficult. There we go. Sorry guys. Oh, police. It's the Rozzers, as we call them in the UK. Well, we don't. Nobody calls them that anymore. I got that off James May watching Top Gear when I was a young lad. The Rozzers, indeed. So, yeah, no speeding or anything like that, because we have got the old bill in front of us. Oh, we'll put our parking brake on. Let's have a look outside, if I know how to do that. That is number 2, yep. Wow, look at that load. That is nice indeed. Haha, got a photo of the old bill. Oh, parking brake. Nope, pressing all the wrong buttons at the moment, aren't I? Sorry guys, there we go. I don't want that mirror, to be honest. I want the right mirror. There we go, that's fine. There's the Hard Rock Cafe. Or Hard Book Cafe, I think. Some licensing issues there. I caught up with the old bill. So this trip shouldn't take too long today. It's 8 hours and 17 minutes, but it should be alright. We are running out of fuel extremely quickly by the looks of it, actually, to be honest. I reckon we're going to be running out of fuel by the time we get to the motorway. So the next petrol station we come across, the next gas station I should say in this game, we are going to need to stop there. Otherwise we are going to run out of fuel, and that's not going to be good. Oh, what have we got following us here? Is this a Ford Mustang? Maybe? It's a lovely yellow colour, I must admit. Right, I'm speeding now. Sorry, Bill. But I've got to find a gas station before I run out of fuel, which isn't going to be too long. The gorgeous, gorgeous city of San Francisco here. Doesn't it just look incredible? Is that San Francisco Union Station, maybe? That looks very grand. It looks like a train station. Oh wow! Look, you've even got the trams of San Francisco. Wow! Oh my word! That is incredible. I like that. Oh, now we're sharing the road with the trams. Is that the Golden Gate Bridge? Okay. I haven't explored this part of San Francisco before, clearly. I feel like a massive tourist. Oh, hello. Yeah, look at that. That's not a Ford Mustang, is it? That is a Dodge Charger, maybe, or Challenger, one of the two. I was going to race him, but... Oh, why are the police here? Don't you know the law? Can't turn right on a red light, can you? Or is this America? Wait, you can. Well, I'm not letting him in. It's not the law over here, so... Oh well, I'm going to do exactly what he just did and turn right on a red light because, you know, who cares? Do what you want in America. It's a pretty silly law, to be honest. Don't you have filter traffic lights? A bit weird. Anyway, we're going on the Golden Gate Bridge. Is this true? Are we actually going on the Golden Gate Bridge? Is this the Golden Gate Bridge? I'll be surprised if this is the Golden Gate Bridge. It feels a little bit too close to San Francisco to be the Golden Gate Bridge. What happens if we run out of fuel on the Golden Gate Bridge? Imagine that. Because I know we're going to run out of fuel at some point. It's just a matter of where. Oh my word. Is this really the Golden Gate Bridge? Wow. Imagine if this is. I feel honoured. I feel honoured. Wait, what? Loan instalments. Why does the money have to come out now? Oh. But look at that. You've got like clouds up here as well. That is insane. Every day I explore this game, I feel even better and even cooler about the whole thing. That's not the train station by the looks of it. It's maybe the boat station. Boat station? Is that even a thing? It's called the dock, I think is the right way to put it. Anyway, tunnel. Yeah, let's go. I think going the other way you probably get a bit of a better view, but this is insane. Oh wait. Oh wait, I like this. This is very cool. Haha, much faster than you, my friend. Oh, guess what? It's a toll. Well, I knew I'd have to pay a toll at some point. This is America, after all. Has anyone seen a gas station? I need a gas station. Oh wait, do you only have to pay a toll in one direction? There's a gas station. So I'm just going to pull over here because I really need gas, and if there's no gas on the way I'm going, which there isn't, then I'm gonna I'm gonna turn right. I don't care. I'm sorry game, but I need gas more than I need to go in the right direction. So, oh, it's recalculated my route. How kind of it. So it feels really weird because I haven't played this game in so long. But I'm just glad that it remembers the controls and everything like that. So we're coming off here at Oakland. Exit number 19. I've got a member of staff at my work. Not my boss, but effectively also my boss in a way, if that makes any sense. Who is American herself, and it's just wonderful because I feel like I'm ready to have a go at this game when I've heard her talk all day. She has this lovely American accent, and I really like it. Anyway, let's go. We're gonna step here at this is meant to be a Chevron, but it's obviously licensing. I haven't got any mods on because I play this game so little. Oh gosh, didn't do that turn very well. I play this game so little that it doesn't really warrant installing mods, because by the time that I'll get round to playing it again, the mods might have become incompatible and have issues. So anyway, here we are. We're taking on fuel. I'm going to refuel us up all the way to the top because I have no idea how long this trip today is going to take. There you go, fuel tank full. Let's go. That's $702. I don't know if that's expensive or not. Maybe someone from the US can tell me whether that's accurate. If it's not accurate, there will be a mod out there, because there's a mod for everything in this game, to correct the fuel prices and have them become adjustable and stuff. Hello, my friend. That's a nice truck, isn't it? Ooh, very nice. Oh, there's another one here. That is not our horn, please. That, what? That is not a truck horn. I mean, I like this Kenworth because it's beefy, really beefy. And a little bit of a caveat, in my local area, there is a big truck presence. I don't know if that sort of makes any sense. There's a lot of people that drive trucks in my area because it's a big hub for the Eddie Stobart, which is now owned by Kalina. It's a big hub for, for numerous sort of, how do I call it, highway maintenance lorries and stuff like that. All of that jazz is sort of managed and has a hub near me. I'm in a very industrial area, and as a result of that, oh, sugar and spice and everything, very nice. Oh dear, so we're going to have to come off, we've got no choice. I think we're going to be able to rejoin because there's no other way to go here. We have to go straight ahead, so. Right, yeah. So my local area has a heavy truck presence, so a truck simulator for me is astonishing. I love to be able to look at them, experience them, and drive. Oh, come on, bloody Hummer! Yeah, to look, experience them, feel them. And although I live in the United Kingdom and the trucks over here are dire, I mean, apart from the Scanias, they look alright, and the Scania T-Line is one of my favourites. I'm very lucky because one of my local recovery companies, based sort of about 5 or 6 miles away, is a truck recovery specialist. And truck recovery means you've got to have a beefy old motor on your lorry. And this local truck company near me have none other than, I think it's either a Kenworth or something. They have one of these that is a lorry, recovery lorry, and it is insane. You can hear it from miles away. I mean, when you're hearing it pouncing down the road like some sort of drugged hyena, it is, oh my god, it is absolutely phenomenal. And the sound it makes, and it's red. It's painted red, and it looks, oh god, it just looks the pizzazz, if that's a way of saying it, to be honest. But it looks really good, and I've been wanting to get a photo of it for so long, but whenever I see it, I'm either going to or from work, and it's either overtaking me and it's too late, or I just want to have it parked up somewhere, recovering a truck or something, and I'd love to see that. Witness it power up and everything. Oh, because I love that noise, that fantastic Kenworth noise. Oh, look at those, look at those sort of exhaust stacks as well, and this massive cylinder thing on the side here. I mean, what's not to love about an American truck? What is not to love? They're insane. When I was a little kid, a little bit of history for me and why I'm so into truck simulators. I've had this ever since Euro Truck Simulator came out when I was a kid. And when I used to go over to Canada, I used to be fascinated by the size of the lorries over there. They were literally, I thought they were twice the size of the lorries over here. And quite possibly they are. They look much cooler. I mean, even that, with the single exhaust stack, that looks really nice as well. Is that a Peterbilt? Looked like it. Very nice either way. But it was, whenever I went over to Canada, which is I had family in Canada, I would always go over to the truck show, the local truck show, because that would be sort of around my birthday in July. And it would be wonderful. Unfortunately, that truck show has since ended, and I don't believe it occurs anymore. But it was incredible to see it, and I'm going to get some photos re-edited that I had taken back when I used to go as a child, just to share them on my social media pages in the future. So if you're a truck fan, do let me know. I am all up for sharing photos, memories, and playing more of American Truck Simulator, because I really love this game. I mean, it looks stunning, and the experience you get of being able to drive a truck is it's insane. It is just insane, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So my obsession with trucks goes back a long way. And American Truck Simulator to me is like the when I first heard it was coming out, I was like, yeah, that's me done. Imagine if they had Canada in this, I would be just out of the moon. I think you can get Canada in this in Pro Mods. The only problem is this is focused on the west coast of America, and I prefer the east coast, if I'm honest, with the Atlantic, because that's something I can. The east coast is much closer to me, so I feel like I can relate a lot more to it. Anyway, it's just a beautiful game to be able to drive in and experience and to record. I just feel so at leisure when I'm driving these massive trucks. I just feel so at home, So I would love to be able to see that recovery truck that is based near me. I've seen pictures of it online, and I see it occasionally to and from work when I'm cycling. It's just such a sight, a sound, everything. Yeah, and that's about the only time you'll ever get one of the American trucks in the UK, because that's an older, blimey, quite a few of them now, muscle cars. And that was an older Mustang, and followed by a Dodge Challenger or Charger. Obviously you've got slow lorries going up the hill now, as you can see. No road markings though, I can barely see unless it's that bright. But yeah, I'd love to go to Truck Fest, I think it is, over at Peterborough. I'm planning on going to that next year, because I haven't been in many years, and if there are going to be any American trucks in the UK, they are going to feature at Truck Fest. I can assure you of that. So yeah, hopefully, COVID permitting, absolutely everything else, that'll be one event that I would love to go to next year. Open my horizons, do more with my life, and explore more of what there is available in the world. Anyway, so I'm recording this. It is, I think it's the 23rd of October today. So you'll know sort of when I'm filming this. I'm filming this in advance because my shifts are about to change, unfortunately, again at work. So it just means that I'm unable to dedicate my dedicate my live streams once again. Live streams are now going to move back to a Friday night because obviously that is when my shifts are. I have to go with when my shifts work, so I'm going to come back into this lane just because I'm hearing of roadworks. Slow down a little bit just so that we've got a little bit of room. Yep, that's good. I think I preempted this. Anyway, yeah, so my live streams are going to be back on a Friday night because I have Thursdays and Fridays off. There you go. Thought so. Yeah, so my live streams are now going to be back on a Friday night. So do keep an eye out for that. Eye out for that. It will be Friday nights between 9 and 10, and that'll be it. I have got a lot to look forward to and a lot to bring to the channel. From Rush Hour, Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour. I keep saying Rush Hour, and I am going to keep saying it. Mostly the only reason I'm not getting it at the moment is two reasons: A, money; B, bugs. As in issues with the simulation. I've heard of many issues with it. I just want them to be ironed out before I show a potentially incomplete product. But Rush Hour will be coming. I can promise you that. Absolutely promise you that. I just wanted to catch up and do some trucking. So there won't be any live stream next Saturday night because my shifts will be changing again. Although there might be because I've got next Sunday off, so I might do a live stream next Saturday night where we continue this from Winnemucca or wherever. So we'll have to wait and see. By the time this is released, it would have gone anyway, so don't know why I'm telling you that. Getting muddled up with the dates, but tomorrow tomorrow, which would be the 24th, I am out for a couple of days. So I've got my 2 days off, my weekend on the Sunday and the Monday, and I'm out at the moment on those 2 days on a big trip up to Scotland to experience something all brand new, and I can't wait to bring that to everyone. So hope you would have enjoyed that, because that would have happened by the time that this video goes live. So, but I am having to do everything in advance because next weekend I only have a one-day weekend, and that one day will be spent at Crewe Heritage Centre because I haven't been there this year so far. They've since had the arrival of 43018, which is in the gorgeous colours of Intercity that they've redone them in. The sort of revitalisation of 87035 into Virgin Trains colours is coming along a huge way, and I want to get some work in progress photos of that while that's being done. And on top of that, now 86622, the Powerhall Freightliner, is now in situ at Crewe Heritage Centre. They have said that there's no plans at present to take the loco back to mainline running. That's true. I believe last time I checked, the plans with Freightliner were that once all the 90s have been finished, they're going to send the 86s, each one, for an extensive refurbishment program. I'm talking about an overhaul, absolute overhaul of everything, and they're going to actually modernise the cab and do everything like that, and it's a huge project that they're going to have to work on doing. But that's the last time I heard from Freightliner. Obviously situations have changed since then, since that press release came out. If anyone wants to know where I got that information from, it is officially from Freightliner. They put up a press release back when 90015 was painted in the over the rainbow colours. They did a joint press release on that stating explicitly that the Class 86s will be stored at Crewe until they are able to undergo an overhaul to return them to traffic. And that's stated by the guys over at Freightliner. So there's you can't literally get a more reliable source than that. That being said, they can always change their minds, so it's not certain. I wouldn't say it's certain by any stretch of the imagination anyway. So there's a lot to see, and on top of that, the Staycation Express train set is going to be coming back home to Crewe on that date. It is going up to it's going up on the S&C, the Settling Carlisle line, and I will be seeing it tomorrow, which by the time you watch this video would have been last weekend. I'll be seeing it at Carlisle, so that'll be good. I'm not going on it though. I'm reserving that till next year. A nice little trip on the Settling Carlisle with family. It's a reasonable price and it's worth it. So looking forward to doing that next summer, as long as they can get the loco and the sets back out. I'm having a bit of a staycation year next year, going on holiday down to the British coast, because I didn't manage to have a holiday this year, unfortunately, due to COVID. So we've already got the holiday in the plans for the Dawlish coastline. That's my staycation year, and then the following year I am planning on re-going abroad, but I'm not doing it just yet. I think COVID is still going to have a bad effect even next year on international travel. Oh, sugar and spice, I don't want to come off here. So we've only got 179 miles to go, you know, a little bit of chatter, and these miles do knock down. There you go, there's a brand new Ford Mustang. An interesting car, that is for sure. What's that? That's some sort of SUV, you can't tell what that is. Dear, is that new? Wow. Gosh. One of them. Famous American car, that. No idea what it is, but it's a famous American car. I think we should be able to do this trip without having any rest stops, I think. We should be all good for that. There's another... What's that? It's another Dodge something. Anyway, gorgeous weather, 5:31 PM. Got £108,000 in the bank, and this is going to give us another, how much? Another 12 grand actually. This is quite a decent trip, to be honest. Should be arriving in the evening. There's another Mustang. People are enjoying that late evening sun. Don't know if it's going to still be light by the time we arrive. I mean, in the UK at the moment, it gets dark at around sort of 5:30 now, 5 o'clock. And then we've got the... Whoa. He really needs to slow down like that. It's just because he saw the cops. You can bypass the nearest way station. That's good. That's something that I never managed to find out, really. Is what these way stations are about. I've seen a few of them in the UK actually, not very often. There's one near Chester, near Ellesmere Port, that sort of area, which is sort of my side of affairs now. It's an old DVLA, DVSA one, something like that, but it's not manned anymore. I don't think it's in operation anymore, but maybe there was technology that they no longer have to do that, but it is bizarre. I don't know what these way stations are about. Maybe they're you know, something to do with customs or something. I've not got a clue. It'll be something to do with that anyway. Anyway, what I was saying is the clocks go back very soon, which means it'll be dark at 4 o'clock, not 5 o'clock. By that point, you're pretty much in winter. You can't really get much darker than that, but the days start to draw out again in December, so it literally feels like we've gone from summer to winter in about a month. Honestly, last time I remember it was September, and it's November in about a week's time. Like, I don't even think October actually existed as a month. I don't know what's happening, but it is really weird. But definitely feel that the months are going so much quicker at the moment, and it will be 2022 in less than 60 days' time. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. And just to think how long COVID has been about. We knew about COVID in 2019. It is now 2022 nearly, and we're still suffering from it being on the front page news every day. It's sad. And I just wish that we could get past it some way or another. I don't want to have a booster jab on the basis that I've already had 2 jabs, and I hate needles. I just absolutely hate needles. I will do it to help other people, But if it's not necessary, then I really don't want to do it, because it gives me anxiety, basically, the fact just thinking of it. And I don't also want a government that says, oh no, you've had your first jab, now you need to have your second jab, now you need to have your third jab, now you need to have your fourth. And they just keep creating jabs out of nowhere. What, I just need to be jabbed every couple of months for the rest of my life now? Is that it? Might as well have diabetes, you know, the way this government's treating us. I just feel like a guinea pig in charge of something, and my civil liberties will be taken away if I don't accept. That is literally the situation, which is why so many people went against the jab in the first place, because they thought that they couldn't have their civil liberties removed just because they didn't have a jab. And you can. It just proves so easy to be banned from doing stuff now, just because you haven't done exactly what the UK government want you to do. But I know it saves lives and stuff like that, and I'm all for it. It's just that I can sort of understand where people come from with these conspiracy theories. It's I wouldn't say it's unfounded. That's all I'm going to say. I don't believe in them, but I also don't think it's unfounded. I think Boris Johnson might be the face of the UK government to make it look like we haven't got a clue what we're doing, when actually behind the scenes they're busy doing something a lot worse, you know, and we'll never ever know, because they pay the media to keep hush and stuff. So I don't know. There's so many theories out there, but I'm not going to run away with them. Anyway, look at that. 73 miles now. We're nearly there. I'm gonna absolutely go for it and overtake this bloke. Look at this, 82 miles an hour in a lorry. Haha! V8 engine for you, my friend. You can have these in the UK. Anyway, is the UK short of lorry drivers? Not anymore. Not now I'm here. Well, I can tell you something. Living near Eddie Stobart base, you wouldn't think the UK short of lorry drivers. You really wouldn't. Anyway, so we are coming to a conclusion of our epic trip to Winnemucca. I'm going to dive in behind this cement mixer. Look at that. Well, that's a decent truck. I mean, it looks bloody ugly from some dimensions, but they'll let me in. So, just because I want to basically slow the speed down so that we get a little bit more time to enjoy this trip, which it has been a wonderful trip. The weather's been glorious, you know, we've been very lucky, and we are now in the middle of bloody nowhere, which is where we like to be. Next trip down to Arizona, or is it Arizona or whatever it is, whatever's next to New Mexico. I think we're going down to Arizona, so you can look forward to that in a live stream. Although by the time this video comes out, that live stream would have been a bit back to front, but hey. I might release the next video next Saturday instead, so that you can relate to the live stream a little bit more. Anyway, fun times as we approach our final destination, Winnemucca. This is going to be fun. It sounds like more of a place in Australia, if you know what I mean. Australia's got a lot of this sort of heritage with its native side, if you know what I mean. The old native side of the Australians. And Winnemucca sounds like an Australian name. You can imagine an Australian coming to you and saying, "I got a dingo down in Winnemucca." You know, you could really imagine that. That is my best Australian accent, by the way. Thank you. I'm no Hugh Jackman, but thank you. So here we go. Back in Winnemucca. I'll stop doing that really annoying accent now. Anyway, Winnemucca, we are here. This has been a fantastic little trip, actually, to be honest, and getting back used to the controls and sort of the experiences here in American Truck Simulator. I, for one, couldn't be happier with where this simulator is going. It's really enjoyable. The amount of DLC and content being released is always keeping things fresh. I just think it's superb. I really do think it's superb. And the guys at SCS Studios should be given an award for the amount of good work they've done towards this simulator. It's just been fantastic. It really has. Right, gonna turn the lights on because it is getting a bit. Is that turning the lights on or? No, that's the views. No, that's wrong. Oh, what am I doing? What is going on? I've turned something on that I don't know how to turn off. It must be, I must have a key button binding issue there. Anyway, can't turn the lights on because I'm pressing L, but is that doing, yeah, it is doing so. Okay, that's not too bad then. I sort of use the keyboard to Xbox controller combo. It helps me a little bit because there's so many controls in this game. Anyway, here we are. That's the motel where we're going to be staying at tonight because we're very tired, so that's where we're staying at tonight, and our delivery place is literally here. Now, because obviously this video isn't that long and we're doing quite well on the old time, I'm going to go for a little bit of a difficult parking situation and see if I can do it, because I feel a little bit more confident in my abilities now. I'm getting a little bit better as a truck driver, I say. Oh, this is Walbird. To be Walmart, I think it is. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the number 2 view. See how we're doing. Welcome to Walmart. My fantastic Kenworth just looks fantastic here. Oh, I just made that turn. Right, let's handle job delivery. Where do you want me to put it? Oh, that's going to be fun. That is. If you go in and then that way and then that way and don't like that. That'll probably take me about 15 minutes to do on its own. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not going to skip it. I'm still going to do the best I can and get 15 XP points. There we go. Wonderful. So, welcome to Winnemucca. It's been a fantastic trip and I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful trip today. I'm going to turn everything off and get a cheeky little screenshot of us here in Winnemucca, which I'm going to enhance, and this is going to be our end. So, hope you have enjoyed this fantastic trip today over to Winnemucca from San Francisco, and we will be back in some more American Truck Simulator hopefully very soon, a lot sooner than the last time. So keep an eye out for some more American Truck Simulator videos here on LM Simulations. But until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and I'll see you again in my next video. All the best, take care, and ta-ra!